To Dr. Joseph, school board members, and our guests, I count it as a high distinction to be charged with the duty that falls upon me today. Dr. Joseph and board, I present this candidate to you to receive her high school diploma. This learner has met all requirements set forth by LDOE, St. Helena Parish School District, and St. Helena College and Career Academy. It is with pleasure that I introduce to you Emily R. Tate, class of 2025. Let's give her a round. Okay. All right. How are you doing today?
How are you?
Use your own pen because you didn't let me use yours today.
You try to take my pen.
Lord, we say thanks for this beautiful evening, Lord. Thank you for helping us to come together. We ask for the wisdom, clarity, and unity as we begin this meeting, and be with us, Lord, as we make the decisions for the students and the community, Lord. We also thank for the graduating student, and be with her to make the right decision in our life. Be with us for this meeting. In Jesus' mighty name.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The meeting room will come to order. We're now holding a meeting of the St. Parish School Board. Roll call.
Ms. Joyce Porter.
Present.
Ms. Lolita Porter. Ms. Linda Cheney.
Present.
Mr. George Hughes.
Present.
Ms. Virginia Bell. Mr. Alton Travis.
Board election for president.
I nominate Ms. Linda Cheney.
I second it.
Motion by Ms. Virginia Bell, second by Ms. Joyce Porter. Vote.
Ms. Joyce Porter.
Yes.
Ms. Lolita Porter.
Yes.
Ms. Linda Cheney.
Yes.
Mr. George Hughes.
Yes.
Ms. Virginia Bell.
Yes.
All yes.
Item 2, board election for vice president.
I nominate Ms. Virginia Bell.
I second.
Motion by Ms. Joyce Porter, second by Mr. George Hughes. Vote.
Ms. Joyce Porter.
Yes.
Ms. Lolita Porter.
Yes.
Ms. Linda Cheney.
Yes.
Mr. George Hughes.
Yes.
Ms. Virginia Bell. All yes.
Item C, approve minutes and agenda, December 11, 2025. Committee meeting minutes, December 11, 2025. Regular board meeting minutes and current agenda.
I so move.
I second.
Motion by Ms. Joyce Porter that we approve all collectively, second by Mr. George Hughes. Any questions? No questions, should pass by general consent. New business. 1, adopt school board member training resolution.
Good evening. Louisiana School Board Member Recognition Month, January 2026. Whereas the mission of public schools is to meet the diverse educational needs of all children and to empower them to become competent, productive contributors to a democratic society and an ever-changing world. And whereas local school board members are committed to children and believe that all children can be successful learners and that the best education is tailored to the individual needs of the child. And whereas local school board members work closely with parents, educational professionals, and other community members to create the educational vision we want for our learners. And whereas local school board members are responsible for ensuring the structure that provides a solid foundation for our school system. And whereas local school board members are strong advocates for public education and are responsible for communicating the needs of the school district to the public and the public's expectations to the district. Now, therefore, I, Kelly Joseph, do hereby declare my appreciation to the members of the St. Helena Parish School Board and proclaim January 2026 as School Board Recognition Month in St. Helena Parish. I urge all citizens to join me in recognizing the dedication and hard work of local school board members and in working with them to mold an educational system that meets the needs of both today's and tomorrow's children. In official recognition whereof, I hereby affix my signature this 8th day of January 2026, Dr. Kelly Joseph, Superintendent.
right, next item, adopt the LSBA Code of Conduct. And I have the LSBA Code of Conduct. As a member of the school board, I will endeavor to meet and adhere to the following LSBA Code of Conduct. Represent the constituents, parents, and students of district which I serve, while remembering that my overarching concern must be the educational welfare of all the students of the district. Respect and uphold the laws and constitutions of the United States, the state of Louisiana, and the policy adopted by the school board. Respect and treat with professionalism and courtesy my fellow school board members, the superintendent, staff, educators, parents, and students of the district. Maintain decorum and professionalism in my communication with and about my fellow school board members, the superintendent, staff, educators, parents, and students of the district, no matter the form. Recognize that my authority is that of a member of the school board, acting through the process of the school board, and that I do not have, nor will I attempt to exert any authority as an individual over the superintendent, staff, educators, parents, or students of the district. Respect and adhere to the decision of the school board while retaining the right to respectfully seek reconsideration of decisions with which I individually disagree. Guide and direct the concerns, complaints, and questions of constituents, parents, and students to the superintendent for consideration and action in accordance with school board policy. Conduct my personal and professional life in a manner befitting an elected representative of the people and in accordance with the laws of the United States and the state of Louisiana. Refrain from using the position as an elected school board member to pursue personal financial gain or aggrandizement. Make a concerted effort to attend the meetings of the school board to which I am called, and be prepared to discuss and deliberate on the matters that are scheduled to be before me. Respect and maintain the confidentiality of information to which I may become privy in accordance with the state and federal laws and the fiduciary obligation that I owe to the district. Affiliate with the Louisiana School Boards Association and avail myself of the continuing education opportunity offered thereby toward meeting my obligation for annual continuing education as provided by law. That is the LSBA Code of Conduct I just read. All right, so can I get a motion to adopt items 1 and 2?
I so move.
Motion by Ms. Joyce Porter, second by Ms. Virginia Bell. Any questions? No questions? Shall pass by general consent. Item 3, presentation of the 2025 LSBA Certified School Board Member Designation Certificates.
The Louisiana School Boards Association Certified Board Member Program Certificate of Merit is awarded to board members for voluntarily completing all required in-service training by participating in approved workshops, seminars, and conventions designed to enhance knowledge and develop skills needed to contribute to even higher standards of elected public school board member service and public school system governance, and is officially designated a certified school board member for the year 2025 by attaining 20 or more continuing learning units. Tonight, we present Certificate of Merits to Ms. Joyce Porter, Ms. Lolita Porter, Ms. Linda Cheney, Ms. Virginia Bell.
Thank you.
Thank you for your dedication to St. Helena Parish School District.
Thank you. Next item, Director's Report. Director of Exceptional Service, Ms. Wendy Young.
One moment. Good evening, Board.
Good evening.
Good evening, and thank you for your patience. Thank you for the opportunity to share an update on how we are strengthening academic supports for our learners, particularly our learners with disabilities. LSARD. LSARD stands for Louisiana Special Education Academic Related Services Development. LSARD supports school systems by providing research-based guidance, professional learning, and technical assistance focused on improving instructional practices and learner outcomes. On January 5th, 2026, our district conducted a district-wide professional development session in partnership with LSARD. This focus of the session was on evidence-based instructional practices designed to strengthen academic instruction and improve outcomes for learners. During this professional learning, teachers engaged in high-impact instructional strategies aligned to best practices. These strategies emphasize intentional lesson planning, clear learning targets, and instructional approaches that support diverse learners across general and special education settings. To ensure sustainability, the work extends beyond professional development. We are conducting learning walks in weeks to come, providing ongoing coaching and technical assistance, and monitoring implementation to ensure the instructional guidance are aligned with IDEA requirements, district expectations, and learner needs. In closing, this work reflects our district's commitment to instructional excellence, compliance, and equitable outcomes for all learners. We will continue to monitor implementation and provide the necessary supports to ensure professional learning translates into meaningful academic gains. Thank you, and I am happy to answer any questions. Thank you. One moment.
Good evening. Tonight, I want to provide an update on the academic interventions currently being provided to our learners across the district. Beginning with St. Helena College and Career Academy, the focus for our newest academic intervention is ACT preparation. This semester, learners enrolled in the ACT prep program are receiving tutoring through Top Tutors for Us. Top Tutors for Us provides small group 6-to-1 learner ratio tutoring for learners based off of assessment data provided through the Top Tutors for Us administered diagnostic, which is a mock ACT. That mock assessment will be on January 14th. They will come in and assess the learners and use that data to group them based off of the skills that they need. So it will be learner-specific setup. Also, Top Tutors for Us, the tutors in their program have had to have at least a 27 on the ACT to be eligible to work for them as well. So these are individuals who have the ACT score to be able to provide that instruction. And on the 16th, Top Tutors for Us will come in for the parent orientation night, where they will go through the platform and program parameters with the parents. And in the folder you all received is a copy of the flyer that's being sent out with those specific learners whose parents need to be in attendance. At the Early Learning Center, our high dosage tutoring focus, it will continue through Intervene K-12. That was our vendor last year, and they resumed services this year. This past fall semester, we had 124 learners in grades K through 2 receiving ELA tutoring, and this semester for the spring, we'll have 117 learners K-2 receiving that math intervention. In your folders is the presentation from Intervene with the growth data that they provided us towards the end of the ELA intervention. And so in that piece, you have the satisfaction surveys, but then also the academic data and what the weakest area was and where they grew the most. The last thing is regarding outcomes-based tutoring. This year, the LDOE offered districts an opportunity to apply for outcomes-based tutoring, which is an addition to high-dosage tutoring, where the state approved an allocation for St. Helena in the amount of $34,753 for that outcomes-based high-dosage tutoring. And those sessions are based on individual learner needs identified through M-class data, and the vendor that we have selected is Amplify. Amplify is also our provider for M-class and Dibbles literacy screener. So the programs, the intervention, and the state testing data will sync. And the vendors, part of outcomes-based tutoring, they have certain goals and outcomes that they have to meet for the state to finish out their contract. And Amplify has submitted their rider to LDOE to approve for the BSIP board meeting next week. So we are slated to begin that tutoring with BSIP approval the end of January. That'll be the K2 and ELA. So in closing, these efforts reflect early intervention, data-driven instruction, and fiscal responsibility, because none of the programs that we are bringing in, we have to pay. They're all through grants or some type of state funding. Thank you.
Good evening, board members. I would like to share an update on academic programs in math and science. I would like to start off with the science fair. I'm pleased to share that our science fair was successfully completed on December the 11th. We had a total of 120 learners from both charter and high school. This event was like very successful because we could see the increase in the number of participants compared to all the previous years. We had never seen like more than 100 projects being displayed by our learners. So the dedication, hard work, and by all the parents and learners were evident in each and every aspect of the project. I would like to appreciate all the leaders and students, especially the parents. They were very much involved in helping their kids with completing the projects. Next, I will move on to the observation cycle. As part of providing the support to our teachers throughout the year, this is the first year we are fully implementing the observation cycle. So far, we concluded 6 cycles starting from August, and just before the Christmas break, we had cycle 6 support, which was focusing on, we focused on deep diving into the second benchmark data. We got the result just before the break, and we are still analyzing, comparing that with the first benchmark to see the growth. And also in cycle 5, we focused on academic feedback. As part of this observation cycle, during the first week, we provide the PD support to the teachers. Second week, we observe and provide the feedback to the teachers. Third week, we provide the classroom support to all the teachers. Next, I will move on to the LDOE support. The LDOE consultants from both math and science department from the state, Ms. Ankar, Ms. Talbot, Molly Talbot, and Ms. Tana Luther, have been providing the continuous support right from the beginning of the year. I can say this is the enormous support that we have been receiving. I could see even the directors from the direct level have been providing the PD support. They were even teaching in the classroom to assist the teachers, not only the teachers and also the learners. Their level of support has enormously, tremendously changed compared to all the support that we received in the past. And also, they provided the coaching. They conducted the learning walk with the principals and gave the feedback and had the debrief with the leaders and teachers. And also, as part of the computer science initiative from the State Department, Dr. Liz and Ms. Hay, the leaders, just before the break. In 26-27, the incoming freshmen will need to complete the computer science course. That is a new requirement, and also in the middle school, they have to complete one computer science course. So the plan was briefly discussed with all the leaders, and the landscape analysis was done. We are still working on creating a solid district-wide computer science plan. Next, I will move on to the ZERN math, and I'm happy to announce that we are number 3 in the state as far as the ZERN completion is concerned. Every week, we are providing the data to the leaders and teachers, and the learners are being recognized continuously, and also the teachers are recognized as well with the certificates and awards. And I can say we are moving in the right direction, but there are some areas to grow when it comes to the live instruction and also providing the individual supports by analyzing the tower alert reports. We are working closely with the teachers to improve in those areas so we can improve the state results, LEAP results. Next, I would like to give some update about K-2 numeracy testing update. This year,
The State Department has implemented the new platform called Kite. We don't have any results from them because until next year we have to wait. Until then, we were asked to use the M-Class platform to administer the test to see the growth. And the graph that you see on the right side is the result. The recent result is middle of the year and beginning of the year. I would like to thank Ms. Smith for helping us to put all these numbers together. And as you see the graph, comparing the beginning of the year and the middle of the year, we count, I think the state count only the above and add benchmark. You can see above has increased from 11 to 22%. There is the growth, and also add benchmark has grown to 11% from 7. As you look at the last two proficiency levels below and well below, it has gone down, which is what we need. I know the numbers have to still increase. We are working closely with the leaders and teachers, and the principals are working hard with the interventionists to ensure that these numbers go up. And if you look at the proficiency levels by grade, we could also see the growth across all grade levels. In kindergarten, you can see there is an increase of 22%, and first grade 17%, and second grade 8%. We are very glad to see this progress across all grade levels at ELC. We are working hard to continue this momentum. Lastly, I would like to give some update about the Kirkland Group Tutoring. We partnered with Kirkland Group Tutoring since October, I think the beginning of October last year, to provide extra support to the learners, especially the struggling learners. And the team from Kirkland Group have been working closely with all the leaders and the principals and the academic directors. And you can see in the spring, at SHADA, all tutors will provide 2 days of support weekly. That will be a total of 14 days from January 7th until February 20th, because the testing is starting around the mid of April for the retesters. We are trying to extend it, but as of now, as per the contract, we have 14 days. So that will be provided at both SHADA and high school. In high school, we have 15 days of tutoring. Second benchmark data to refine the groups, the bubble group learners. All tutors will provide 2 days of support every week. As far as the high school is concerned, geometry and English 1, English area. So these are the updates from the department. In closing, I want to emphasize that our work is around the data-driven instruction, mastery of the content, to ensure that we are improving the results in the forthcoming LIP test. Yes, ma'am. Any questions?
The Kirkland group, are they pulling students out of the class, or they going and teaching the whole class? They're just pulling out the Kirkland representatives when they come in to work with the students?
They're pulling out the kids
They
based on
pulling out the special needs?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Especially during the intervention block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the second thing, have you done anything with Dr. Schaefer yet on that?
Dr. who?
Dr. Schaefer on the STEAM initiative that she's trying to get?
Yes, the date has been finalized. It is on February 24th. I'm not exactly sure about the date on the top of my head.
Okay.
We're working to create the flyer, and it's going to happen at the gym. The date has been finalized.
Okay.
The vendors have been invited, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the high school, Ms. Bell, the Kirkland group did vote to pull out.
And they
then
did the
will
class.
do some whole
Yeah,
class.
like whole class, yeah. 'Cause somebody said they were pretty good, I was just wondering, were they able to get with the whole class, if they were doing pretty good?
Probably that class has more learners who
Learners
need
that
more
need
support,
that.
maybe.
Uh,
But across the board, that's not the case. Yeah, we pull only the learners who are struggling based on the data. So initially, they were using the LEAP data from last year. Now they're using the benchmark, district benchmark, first and second benchmark to define the groups.
So when they do
it's
the
not the
tutoring,
same
they
group all the
include
time.
everybody in the class, right? Or they gonna be pulling out of you?
Any questions?
Because we gotta show growth, that's the main thing. Okay.
All right. That's it? Oh, thank you.
board members. I will be providing an update on ELA and social studies instructional support for the 3 school sites. The first thing I would like to discuss is our ELA observation cycle. The ELA observation cycle is a structured instructional support process that's designed to strengthen classroom instruction and improve learner achievement. Teachers participate in professional learning for week 1. Week 2 consists of observation and feedback. Week 3 consists of classroom support. The data that supports our ELA observation cycle is that we have completed 6 coaching cycles, and we are beginning our 7th observation cycle will be on the week of January 20th. The second point is LDOE, ELA, and Social Studies Consultant Support. St. Helena Parish School District receives ongoing instructional support from the Louisiana Department of Education, ELA, and Social Studies consultants. The consultants are collaborating with district leaders, principals, assistant principals, and teachers to strengthen instructional practices in both ELA and social studies through classroom learning walks and instructional observations. They also provide professional development for teachers and school leaders. We have the data reflects 16 teachers received that instructional support in ELA and social studies. And lastly, I would like to discuss the district DIBELS beginning of the year, middle of the year comparison data. In grades K through 3, the middle of the year data shows growth from 36% to 42% growth in reading proficiency of our learners. And just as Dr. John Powell discussed, we can see that the numbers of our well below and below are going down, which that's what we want to see. Our numbers are increasing at our at and above. So that means our learners are improving their reading proficiency. And through daily interventions and core instruction, we are preparing our learners in grades K to 3 for our end of the year DIBELS assessment. We are looking forward to seeing that additional growth in reading proficiency in grades K to 3. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you.
Next item, approved committee report from January 8th, 2026. We did not have any committee report items, so we can move to the next item, which is announcement of the next meeting date, which will be February the 12th, 2026. Board members, any comments? Board members, any comments? No. No comments? That last motion, all yeas, this meeting is adjourned.
Yes,